everyone. I was thinking to myself, Craig, will you say vote Trump and save Ohio? The thing is, we're going to talk about this. My issue was that I wanted to make a video because I want to cook, and I wanted to make a video just on this because it was difficult, because I cannot focus on cooking and the chat and the subject that I want to talk about. Exactly, that's the problem. And then I thought to myself, but anyways, if I'm going to be cooking, go live, don't make a video. So I was in a little bit of a dilemma. But then I thought to myself, hold on, you have a Craig, you have Craig, and Craig said hello to me. So as Craig, as a supporter, as he is, I have some kind of duty, And I thought to myself, later in the evening, I'm not sure if I will come on because there's nothing to discuss. As you see, nobody's doing anything, nobody's talking. Your mama's not making show. I'm waiting. It's already been like the 4th day. He has not brought out a show. And it's boring. And then I started to look at other things. But the thing is, that's the thing, as an entertainer, and for Craig, open panel show, but I will. But the thing is, when? Now with the phone, I cannot. With the phone, how can you do it? You cannot. You have to do it on StreamYards. I've never used StreamYards on the phone. You know what I mean? That's the whole thing. I'm learning everything. I am learning. I have never used StreamYards on the phone. On the phone, I cannot do panel. And I thought to myself, yeah, so I owe the people, now I'm an entertainer. No, I'm not going to let it go to my head, but I was thinking to myself, and if anyways, maybe later I won't come online because there's nothing to talk about, then at least come and do the cooking live so that I can say hello to the people, to some people, and explain that what's there to talk about. There's nothing for me to come later to talk about. Everybody's having, hey, Jans Minj. From your minge to mine. And yeah, later, but what's there to talk about later? And that's the thing, I saw that people are talking about me, and it's just so amusing. I will have to tell you this. For me, the situation is the thing is like this. The situation is, I wanted to get heard. Remember how much I was crying? Whoever knows me from before, I was annoying, and I know I'm annoying. I was whiny and annoying. Nobody listens to me. Nobody listens to me. Nobody listens to me. I was so, but the thing is, I still think that really nobody listens to me, and I know it. But the thing is that, of course, when I see that people, Hannibal was the most funniest. He's like, well, Bali, because he saw I was sniping him. He's like, I have not been mentioning you in such a long time or whatever. I have not mentioned you. And then he's like, and then he mentions me, he completely contradicts himself in one sentence. The thing is, that's the thing. There's so many funny things that I don't want to talk about it, but I can't even point out. And Doe-Eyed Cookie was hilarious. The things, these people are so funny. And I have to tell you, I know it's so childish, but I love it to see that I can annoy them. I love it to see that they're annoyed. And I can see they're annoyed by how they talk and everything. It's just for me amusing. I'm so sorry to tell you this. I'm so sorry. It's amusing for me to see finally I annoyed them. That's my success, it's so funny to see what they talk. I can't even remember, I should go through and, like react on, look at what Doe-Eyed Cookie said, and look at what Rose Thorne said, and Honeyball, because they say so much bullshit. I mean, it's so funny. If I would react, maybe it would be funny, but the thing is, for me, it's not. I already laughed about it, you know what I mean? For me to react on people talking about me all the time is kind of, not interesting, I find. It's kind of like narcissistic. Hey, me. I don't like that. I want to talk about the animals in Ohio being eaten by the immigrants. This is actually more important, Girl world, nothing's going on. So let's focus, guys. Let's focus on the issues that we face today. If girl world has no issues going on. The pets in Ohio being eaten and the ducks. Jan's Minge, let's do a Minge Monday stream. You panel and show Minge. Yeah, Jan will have today when this Wednesday. I don't think I will be joining. Maybe I will go check and give a like, but I won't be in the chat. And we're not cooking, I'm talking again. It's good that it's not on the fire. What was I saying? Yeah, the people just funny that they're talking about me. And for me to talk about myself is not funny. I have to find other topics to talk about. So now we're talking about the pets in Ohio being eaten by immigrants. The situation is following. If you know me, I am here in Austria in America, so kind of I'm an immigrant. Now, I'm also, my mother is Romanian and my father is Austrian. I was born in Austria, but I'm half-half, but born in Austria, and I lived half in Romania. Of my time, half in Austria, and then, no, a third in Romania, a third in Bali, and a third in Austria. And me, I have to see this from so many perspectives, like the immigrants, because in Austria, the country has to help the poor countries, the country has to help the poor countries. And we in Austria, I left Austria, honestly, and I said, fuck Austria, because, now me, with the immigrants, no. Because I was heartbroken, number one, with Goran, and I just had to leave that and do my life, in Bali. I said it was perfect for me. It was like, I'm done with Austria, I'm bored of it, and heartbroken, so let's go to Bali and make a restaurant. And that's what I did. But the thing is that Jan's immigrants ate pets, darling. Now who will pay for your mama's vacations? I don't know. Hey, the thing is that I checked your mama's comments. I actually went, I don't know why, but I checked the comments and there was pets, and pets was saying something about the pets in Ohio. Actually, now that you mention it, it's funny, very, yeah, she mentioned, and I was like, whoa, people are concerned. Your mama even posted a post, what's going down in Ohio, and honestly, and then I looked and I found out what's going on in Ohio. In Ohio is going on this whole situation with the animals, and I checked out and it's amazing. And what I want to say is that I'm an Austrian and half Romanian, and Steve number one will remember this story, but I remember it, but I don't remember. Was it in Romania and the gypsies ate the swans? So listen, Steve number one will tell the story better, but he will laugh when we mention it to him, because I can't remember it. Was it in Romania that the gypsies ate the swans? Or was it in Austria that the Romanians ate the swans? I don't know, but it has something to do with immigrants eating swans, or gypsies eating swans, something like that. We had the same story in Europe, back then. Austria, Romania, Steve number one. Maybe if you listen, Steve, if you're listening, come and clarify this in the chat. Man, yesterday I had to boot Steve off, so maybe he's a little bit pissed off. He was talking continuously about one person I don't want to talk on my channel about. In general, and I already forgot about this person. So, and he finds it funny, let's nitpick. We can nitpick, but not nitpick in that area. I don't want to nitpick there anymore. It's not for me not fun or entertaining, and I don't want to nitpick. I got already in mess nitpicking with that person. Who knows what I'm talking about. Hey, Shahid Hussein, so nice to see you. Very nice to see you. And so I had to boot him, but Steve can talk and confirm the story with the swans. I think it was the gypsies in Romania, or was it in Austria? I have no idea. But the swans, and everybody was appalled, and it was a big story. And because they didn't know what to do with the people to convict them, and I don't have no idea. It was a big story. And so like I told you, I can see it from this perspective with the immigrants. It's just so difficult. I can see it from the Romanian perspective, because a lot of people from Romania, like my uncle and my mother, left Romania for a better life because the country was poor. So I can see it from that perspective, help the people, let them also make a living, no, don't automatically assume that they are bad, they don't have values or something. The thing is that everybody grows up. People that grow up in a hard country, they will have values, but different values than a person that grows up in a safe country. The people that are in a hard country, they will be more, how you call it, they have more street knowledge, and because they have to survive, I'm not going to say they're going to use that street knowledge, but it's just different. And it in Austria, for example, you have a lot of Austrians, they are so upset with also that with the immigrants, but I don't know if you can call them immigrants, but yeah, immigrants, Romanians, Yugoslavians, Polish, Turkish, And so you have in the communities, like in my community where I have my apartment, it's like there's only in my apartment building, there's 10 apartments in my apartment building, and from 10 apartment buildings, only 2 are Austrian, and the other 8 are Polish and Yugoslavia and I don't know what. So you continuously always hear the language. So the country automatically build that wall. The country automatically loses its culture. It loses the culture, and you cannot help it. So they are it overpowers. It overpowers, and Austria is small. It's small, and they and I'm Romanian. That's the thing. So I'm talking also as from my mom. You must understand what dilemma I am. I don't know what is right, what is wrong, because I can understand the side of, hey, we want a better life, we'll work for it, and we are not theft. We know about it, but we will not steal. I get that, but then I also get the people that say, yeah, but so many of you are here, and we're losing your how you call overpowering our culture and our ways and our everything. In the supermarkets you will see, before it was some items from outside, and now it's basically, how to say, they have not dominated, I cannot say dominated. Hey Edna, be lurking. I cannot say they have dominated, but a lot of Austrians are very upset, very, very upset. And they do, because that's the thing, I know the Austrians, I can see their perspective, and the Romanians and the Balkanic people that need to advance and go there for a better life, and they bring their families, and I know them, and because they told me that how they do it, slowly bring them over, and then they know how to work the state to get benefits from the state, and they're happy and they survive. So I understand them also. You know what I mean? How can I not understand them? It's like, hey, we come and we know how to use the system, and in the country we can work the system and live a good life. So I understand them, but I also understand the Austrians, that say, well, like, we hear their music from the windows, everywhere we go, we only see Turkish. It's a lot. In Austria, the main problem is with the Turks. That's the thing. The Turks. A lot of Turks. It's almost like a second language in Austria is Turkish. It has become like this. And now everybody's gonna react, look at her, look at her. I don't care. Everybody has their opinion. Like I said, I can understand the perspective from the immigrants, like my mom thing, and a lot of my friends going for a better life. And in Romania, I remember a lot of my friends saying, hey, you're Austrian, like, what are you doing here? Why are you in Romania? They didn't understand. I'm like, well, because my grandmother's here, and I don't have anyone in Austria. My parents are in Bali, so I'm here with my grandma. That's why I'm here in Romania. And everybody would tell me, you're crazy, leave, get out of here, get out of Romania, go to Austria. I'm like, why? And in the end, I had a good life in Romania. It didn't harm me whatsoever, my development or any of that. Not at all, not at all. So let's get with the cooking. Hey, Christina. Yeah, S-Jam is upset. Did you see? Ooh, he's upset with me. Why is he so upset? What bothers him? I don't understand. If you want to be in the end, what do you call it? Foodie beauty and like a character. You don't make content yourself. He's like, yeah, I tried reacting. But what? If you want to be a character, then you have to accept that people are gonna comment about you. And the sniping, hey Christy, I hope you're doing well. The sniping, asshole S-Jam, I would never snipe you. Hey, I was already on the treadmill today. I'm so proud of myself. What was I watching? I think I was watching Monty commenting about S-Jam. Yeah, I was on the treadmill already 1 hour. It's getting so easier now. That's what I'm gonna do now, the live, and I don't know if I'll come back later. But anyway, back to the point. S-Jam got so mad. And the thing is, like I said, hey, if you want to, you have to accept that you're gonna be reacted on, and you should be happy that you're reacted on, because that's how everything goes, right, S-Jam? S-Jam, you said that you know the YouTube so very well. So then you should know that this is how it goes, right? Or what bothers you actually? What bothers you? Shouldn't you be happy? Shouldn't you say, oh, thanks God, now I really feel like foodie beauty. I have so many people reacting on me. Well, what's wrong, S-Jam? Isn't that what you want? What are you cooking, Christy? Anita? No, immigrants in Ohio are eating pets. That is a fear-mongering lie. I know, Anita. Steve said it also. It's just because of the politics. It's a lie. He said that it's just because of the politics. Steve, he's like, don't believe it. Now we add the chicken and let it brown. We will add a little bit of butter. I put very little oil, as you can see. That's why I have to stir it, because I don't want oil. I want to put a little bit of butter once the chicken is done, so the sauce is better, tastier. Baked country ribs, lima beans, rice, mac and cheese, Lord. A southern meal. Wow, Christy, you are really cooking. Look at what Christy's cooking. Baked country ribs, lima beans, rice, mac and cheese. A southern meal. Isn't that amazing?
Sounds good.
Edna.
Hello.
Edna was at the gym today. Good for you, Edna, that you were at the gym. Was it today you said? Yeah, today, yeah. Or yesterday.
On the treadmill.
Yeah, I already told them I was on the
Oh, you
treadmill,
did?
yeah. Nice, no? When you feel the body a little bit better, no? It tastes like bongi.
Does it?
Yeah. Okay, we leave this chicken a little bit too brown. Good, Edna. I also, it's just a willpower thing. That's the thing. It's just the willpower thing. It's no point for me to talk smart and it's bullshit. I just repeat what people say. In the end of the day, it's just the willpower thing. If you want to do it, you do it. If you don't want to do it, you don't. It's harder. If you don't want to do it 100%, it just becomes harder. And me, that's the thing why it's easy now, because I want to. I'm like, I'm done, you know. I'm like, okay, I already lost enough. I don't have much more to lose. I can do it, you know. And I can do it. And I want to look again in a dress. I want to look. I will never look the way I did, but kind of remotely the same. A little bit the same. Similar. And while I was talking so wise and about this, I put butter in the food. But in the end, I don't eat much from the food. If I eat from this, maybe 2 spoons, you know. I don't eat the whole plate. 2 spoons I eat and that's it. Then maybe I eat some pickles or cheese, you know. I just snack around. But like I told you with the snacking also, you really have to be careful with the snacking. Because that snacking, you know, catches up on you. You have to watch what you snack and how many times you snack and the quantity. If you say, well, I snack, I don't eat the plate, but you go 20 times to the fridge, that doesn't make any, no benefit with that. You're having cheap chorizo, frozen pizza, Christina? Yeah, Edna, I'll see you. I'll be watching anyways. It's still early. I will see you, and I will check. Of course, I'll watch a little bit of Jan, and I will give her like. I'm not, like I said, guys. I'm not here. That's why I don't want to fight with a. I heard what the white cookie. Let the people talk. Let them talk whatever they want. They talk so much rubbish that there's no point for me to contradict, because I see they just go off. They just like they're enjoying to trash me. So let them have their fun, because they're making me laugh. You know, for me it's amusing. It doesn't annoy me. It's for me it's funny that they get annoyed about me. But for me, I don't get annoyed. Hey Iki, I hope you're doing well. So I'm putting a splash of lemon, just a splash.
All the hair off of her.
I brushed it today at
Oh,
the...
you did? Yeah, this was in the brush, so maybe you got most of that. I'm trying to take credit for your work.
No, I'm sorry that I forgot the stuff.
No, it doesn't matter. I'm just trying to, remember that time we took it off and just held it in front of her to
Yeah, and
sniff
she
it?
ate it.
Yeah, ugh.
Yeah, that was the weirdest thing.
I know.
I haven't seen, but okay, I've never really had a cat with that ball. My cats, I would brush them, but they wouldn't eat the hair like that. Now I'm putting this, the mushroom I'm putting later because I don't want the mushroom to be completely shrunken down. And then we put this, and now we can spice it up, okay? Now watch the spicing part. Hello, normal Steve. Somebody said to you, Iki said to you, hello, normal Steve.
Normal Steve. Oh, normal Steve. Yeah, I get it. Normal Steve.
Okay. So I will put some garlic paste because I don't have real garlic, but just a little hint. A small third. Some garlic and herb. Pepper. Salt. Remember, you can always put more salt at the end. I have never over salted my food. I'm very lucky because I always take care. Because I know if it needs more at the end, you can put. You know what's the problem? It doesn't change the dish at all. Now we let this a little bit. Wait, hold on, we're not done spice. Paprika. Jasmine. As a Jamaican immigrant in the UK, it sounds very pretty tasty. No, I mean, that's the thing. So I can see it from the perspective that the person that I watched that he said about this from Ohio, he said, you know, they're stealing things from the supermarkets and they're stealing stuff from the supermarkets, and it's just terrible, you know, like the quality of the life of the Americans has gone down. People that pay taxes, you know, and they're also handicapped because they had a hard time working in America, and now look, now comes this shit, and all their benefits that they should be getting goes to those people. Well, you know, it's not fair. It's not fair. You're like, man, the country in my old years, you're gonna do this to me, you know, like what the fuck? I understand them. Onion powder. Yes, Iki, I confirm I'm cooking pets. I put onion powder, cayenne pepper. You saw a little bit of everything. Garlic powder, garlic herb powder, garlic powder, onion powder, cayenne pepper, paprika, salt, pepper, a little bit of garlic paste. And now we will put the mushrooms and cover it and let it sit, and then I can check the chat. Also, like in Bali, Indonesia, you know, it's very hard nowadays it's a little bit easier, I don't know why, but it's not easy to live there because the Indonesians, there's not much space, and it's a very small island, and all the resources in Indonesia in general is being exploited. But this is already since several decades. I'm not bringing any breaking news with this. Adding more paprika powder. No breaking news with that one. No, so I understand. Wait, I'm adding also a little bit of this. So I understand the points from both perspectives, but no, I'm not adding it. I don't like the sauce. I tasted it. Fuck it. I'm not adding that shit. I should throw it away. It's not good. It's very strange, funky. Funky, funky. Check it out. I'll show you what's different. So, Edna be lisping.
She wants to do this thing. This one's best because it has all these holes in it.
I'm cooking Chinta. No, you see, she's here.
Oh.
Chinta is not being cooked.
Come on.
I'm an immigrant that's cooking. I'm from Austria. Austria is. I'm still an immigrant, kind of. No, but is Austria an immigrant?
They're eating people's stuff. I didn't say they're eating people's stuff.
Romania. Like I told you, I also face this issue denial.
This country just went so far down the tubes from the country that I remember when I grew up. You know, it was like President Nixon and I remember, I think that's the only president I remember, Nixon.
Nixon.
Maybe a little bit of Johnson.
Johnson.
And of course I remember after that everyone, but still there was just so much more decorum and decency and at least the perception.
It was more American.
More ethics and just not the complete overt lies that everybody tells now.
That's the thing. That's what I said. That everybody from their country, you know, they have different values and different mentality. Like when I talk to people from Romania or Balkanic, you know, it's a different mentality and I think differently. Then when I talk to Austrians, you know, I think differently. It's so hard for me sometimes. Mm-hmm. I understand everybody's perspective, you know, but in the end, you know, it's very hypocritical. But you get me? I cannot pick really a side in this, you know, because I'm half Romanian and half Austrian, you know what I mean?
I guess if you have no interest in following politics, I mean,
it doesn't matter, yeah.
Care, you know? I just say in general, you know, the whole clear back in the 90s with Clinton and the blue dress, that seems like when it started to go down.
Yeah.
Talking about, you know, and everybody said the same thing. That kind of stuff has always went on, it just nobody ever talked about it, you know.
Mm-hmm. You see my yoga mat where I do my stomach crunches? I love you too. I made a big chug of tea because tomorrow I have to get groceries. We finished all the drinks. The drinks are going faster now these days, I guess because I'm also not drinking alcohol, but I also always water down my stuff. How old am I? I am age 40. 40. No, you were never blocked, Edna Lisping. Sam R. Yay, stinky pussy feet. Did I show my feet? I don't even know. Same, yes, that's same age as Nalichi, exactly. I even wrote it in my community. No, I wrote it to King Cobra today on his comments. I'm like, she's 40 years old. Leave the woman alone. She's mentally ill, and you give her hopes. She was already talking about marriage and kids. So you're giving her hopes. Why? You let her in because he wanted fun and he wanted content and he liked the attention, the fucker. The piece of shit, frustrated little piece of shit. Instead of being a decent human being and saying, hey, no, anyways, I got enough content and members and all that. Let me not mess around with a mentally sick woman that's at age 40 and wants to get out of her parents' house and whatever. It's so fucked up. Imagine if you were now. Imagine if you... I didn't email anybody in quite some time. Yeah, I know Capone and Entourage both, but King Cobra is more responsible as he is the man. Number one, he is the man. And number two, he has support from normal people like Courtney Knight, whilst Nal has no friends, and everybody knows that. And he has support, so he is responsible. He is at fault, not her. I don't understand how people can put her at fault in this. That she's reacting crazy? Of course she's reacting crazy. Imagine if you were her. You're 40 years old, you love this guy, or you hope to be together with him and make a life, get out of your parents' house, continue your YouTube, and everything would be pretty pleasant. And he, one time, and then he not invites you, but opens the door for you the second time. He should have just said the second time, no, I'm not opening the door. Don't come. It's so easy to avoid. That's the whole thing. Hey, Irene, nice to see you. That's the whole thing. Does Nal really want to marry? She doesn't, or does. I don't know. I'm sure that if she would have the possibility, yeah. No, Sam, Nal is responsible, but so is he. Why did he open? I have been stalked in my life by many men. Ask Steve one. I've been stalked by some psychotic incidents, but I don't want to talk about me. We're talking about now. And I knew how to deal with it. I knew to make it clear. You make it clear you make the person feel unpleasant, and unpleasant. You don't say it politely. Like Josh said in his, I don't even call him King Cobra. It's so pathetic. Like Josh said, in his video, if you hurt yourself, you should call the police. No, you should say, you, for me, are crazy. Leave me alone. Don't write me anymore or anything. And if she would continue, then he would make videos and say she's not stopping, and then she would feel stupid and she would stop because she sees that she gets no reaction or action. But no, Josh liked it. He liked the attention, he liked the views, he liked it all. And that's, for me, is sick, because the guy anyways has enough viewers, memberships, or whatever you fucking call it, whilst she doesn't earn money, and her mental health is worse than her situation is much worse than his. So you have to consider that very much. And that's why the thing is, I cannot even watch her anymore because my heart aches for her. I cannot even write her anymore, email, nothing. My heart aches for her because she's so dumb. She has no one to guide her, No one smart to tell her, hey, slow down, dude, and I'm tired, but I can't watch her either because it rips my heart apart. Because now I knew exactly what will happen. That's why I thought to myself, fucking you asshole, Josh, don't open the door. Whatever happens, just pretend you're not even, he cannot pretend he's not there. Just don't open the door. Nobody can obligate you to open the door. It's just simple as that. Attention for views. That's why Dwight Cookie said that the thing is, now everybody's talking about me. DC, no. About old stories. And I don't mind. I don't care anymore. It's been talked about. But new people, and big people like DC, that's pretty big for Girl World, or even for YouTube or something. I know that it's pretty big. But you see me, putting on my thumbnail, she talked about me, and listen to what I don't do that. I find it childish, and that's attention thirsty, and that's cloud chasing. If you would do that, if right now I would make, thumbnails with Hannibal and Dwight Cookie and DC, and now is my moment. People are talking about me. Let me, no, I'm not like that. Here, we're cooking, doing the normal thing, and talking about the pets in Ohio being eaten by immigrants. I'm not going to go into that trap. I don't fall for any bait like that. I do on my channel what I want. I don't need any interaction like that for me to interact with stupid people. What do you want me to explain to a doe-eyed cookie or to Rose Thorn? Did you not hear how they think and how they talk? It is all people licking. They don't even realize they're giving it away that they lick each other's asshole, and they don't know how to put it in the words to hide it. You can't hide it. You can't fucking hide it. They know their content is pathetic. They know it, and they don't know how to. And in order to conceal this, they're like, oh my god, look, she is like this, and it's so stupid. I'm not gonna go for that bait. I'm not gonna quack back or like that. No point to quack back to stupid people. I just hear what they say, and I could say how it doesn't make how this is so wrong. You're so stupid. You're throwing out bullshit. But it's not even worth for me to say. It's not even worth for me to say. Okay, now we have this. Let's stir. What's my thoughts on Jessica myself playing the puppet master and I don't know. I don't even know what Jessica Messica is doing these days, honestly. She's not even on YouTube. You know what I mean? So we stir, and now we add sour cream. She's not even on YouTube, Jessica Messica. I know she covers now. And I know that she had a person that gave her information. Now if you're a YouTuber and somebody gives you information, it's hard to say, no, I don't want to use this information. So this Piggy, or what, no, not Piggy, Oink was the name, remember Oink? This Oink. So this Oink, and Jessica Messica used the information from Oink, and now she's not on YouTube. This is sour cream. We are putting some inside. I was thinking, and I even wrote a comment on the guy on the Ohio, the old man's, it's an elderly man that made it. I even wrote a comment and I said, I can understand you, I was like, in girl world, there's nothing going on. Let me try to, in Ohio, saving I can understand you because I'm Romanian and I'm Austrian and I speak language. Yeah, I was stupid like that. I'm bored. I'm bored. But at the same time, just not that you think I didn't. At the same time as I was bored, I did my usual stuff, my usual emails for my work that are not many, but they are what they are. Let it be. They are what they are. There are a few, and it is what it is. And I'm lucky that I have, not much to do, just the emails, because I built everything up from before. It was not easy from before. Now it's worth it. But the thing is, I'm not building on it also. I'm busy with Girl World instead of going to looking for new markets and trade shows and exhibitions, but whatever. That's my problem. At least I admit to my faults, you know what I mean? I don't say, I'm perfect, I have a company. No, I have a company, but I should be doing much more. I shouldn't be focusing on the pets being eaten in Ohio by the immigrants. That's for sure. But nobody's perfect. In the end of the day, I'm happy that I'm healing myself and looking better. I'm losing the weight. I'm doing the sports. I have reduced almost to no drinking. Not completely. I still have one drink or so, but that is maybe 1 or 2 times a week. And that's completely different to how it used to be. So I'm not going to say I'm proud of myself, but I'm doing well, I'm okay, I'm good. Okay, now this, we add a little bit more paprika. Stinky pussy sour cream. They said the Venezuelans in Ohio are eating people pets. Hi, Chinta. I know I saw, I was talking about this. I know, the immigrants. That's the thing, there's the difference. There's immigrants in Europe and there's immigrants in America. The immigrants in America, the situation is similar to Europe, but just different nationalities. In America, the immigrants, they are considered, I don't want to say anything wrong on this subject, but I'm just talking in general. In America, the immigrants are from Venezuela. I don't know from where they are, but they're not for like in Europe. It's not like Yugoslavia, Poland, and Hungary, and Romania, and Turkey. It's not from those countries. In Europe, those are those countries. We consider those people that they come and they don't start a life there. They bring, slowly they bring all their family over, and so they come and, yeah, okay, they contribute to the country, work and everything and benefit. But slowly, step by step, they learn the system, and all of a sudden, from one person, you have 10 of them there. 10 of them. And from that 10 of them, maybe 2 of them work, and all the other 8 just live off the state money. Of course, the country doesn't need that. Of course, the Austrians are going to be mad about that, You understand what I mean? I get it. Thank you, Christy, that you're proud of me. Tomorrow I will put makeup. Today I even thought, but I didn't even think about going live. I was like, make a video, and I'm like, if anyways you're cooking and you have what to talk about, where's the difference? Make a video or go live? I don't know the difference yet. I have to study that in my YouTube learnings. Where's the difference between going live or making a video? What is better for your channel? Do I care in the end very much? No. Do I want to know? Yes, I want to know. I want to be educated. I don't want to be ignorant. If anyways I'm doing this, I want to be educated. I like to learn more. What is good? What is bad? Like I said, do I care much? No, but I want to know. Also with this monetization, I'm already at $38. I'm already at $38, guys. And that means that I'm an entertainer. Just so you know, I have the title. If somebody asks me, I can say I'm an entertainer, and I'm not lying. I have the title. Pretty good, no? And what the secret did I? And I even forgot the secret. What I wanted to tell you, that I made that money, and that I learned that basically I'm learning about it, I'm learning about how to do that. There's other people that don't know how to do it, and like me, that don't know and are curious. I'm a curious person. Sometimes I stick my nose where I shouldn't stick it. I know, but everybody does that. And me, at the end, I learn from it, don't repeat my mistake, and talk about it. So I share my mistakes so other people don't make the mistakes that I made. Thank you so much, Irene. Will Steve allow Bali to make model lingerie? Nobody would even think to buy it. And the thing is, I would never sell something stupid like that, but it's so silly, such a silly idea. Even if it's not even funny because it's not realistic. That's the thing, it's not even funny for me because it's not realistic, Steve, with his idea. What did Anita write? Anita, are you trying to grow the channel or just have a place to hang out? Obviously, lives are better for hanging out. That's the thing, Anita. I understood that lives are better for hanging out. That's why I came live. That's logical because we can chat and talk. I'm not trying to grow the channel. The thing is, what I'm trying to do is just see what happens on its own. You understand? It's like an experiment. Learning and see what happens on its own. You don't see me trying to push or influence anything. I'm just curious to see what can happen without me pushing. It's the universe doing the work. It's the universe. And you see, the universe has officially made me an entertainer because I've earned those $38 by being an entertainer. The universe has done that. Not anybody in the community has lifted me up. Not anybody. It's just me, my learnings, and the universe. And I did not push anything. I never asked anyone, put my link, link my link, or it's my video. I never did that, any of that shit. And that's why people hate me in the community, because I'm not an ass slicker. And people that are ass slickers don't like other ass slickers. That is logical. They don't want to be called out. It's like, oh, let us be disgusting. Don't look at us. We know that you know that we're ass slickers. We know that you know. We know, but please don't comment about it. Why? Why don't you want me to comment? You also comment about me and you speak just rubbish, bullshit, lies. You have no evidence of anything that you say, and it's just hilarious what comes out of your mouth. So, you know what I mean? With their comments and such bullshit, it's funny for me. And I love it to see them annoyed. Most of all, I love Hannibal. And I like that they see, they think, Bali now, she sees that the DC talked and we're talking about her and she will get afraid and she'll be quiet. No, I'm not. I'm amused, entertained, and I'm not interacting. I'm not falling for the bait. I'm not going to react on your reaction. What can I react on what idiots say? Seriously, are you serious? Like, what can I react on? What stupid people say? What stupid comments where half of them is invented? It's not even factual. It's like talking. No reason to talk. It's better to talk into an empty bag, than talking with those kind of people. That's my opinion. That's in my opinion. It's better to talk into a bag than talking with those kind of people. Yes, a lot get into the system. Are you trying to grow? Okay, I already read that. Floridians are eating invasive iguanas. Also, local municipalities are encouraging cooking invasive green carbs on the east-west coast of the USA. You make me want to start a channel, but I feel I don't have anything to say, Lord. Edna, doesn't matter. That's how you start. You start like that, and then eventually the universe guides you, or you do it a little bit and maybe you have success. I don't know. Or you do it a lot like me and you have to gradually get heard, It's not success, but just get your voice heard. But it's just a game. You can just take it like me. It's just a game. I took it like a Nintendo game. Back, like let you remember you had the Nintendo and then all of a sudden came the laptop and you had to learn. Okay, I was a kid, but you had to learn. You had the CD game, the laptop with the CD, and whoa, I got, what games did I have? I remember I had Where in the World is Carmen Sandiego, and one with astrology, something with mythology. Yes, those were my two first games. And you had to learn how to do this, how to do this, how to do that. So I see YouTube exactly the same, like that kind of game, the same kind of learnings. I have the feeling with it. Irene, thank you so much. I will greet Steve. Bye bye. Thanks for coming by and popping by and saying hello. Can Bali make chicharron in green salsa? No, I don't even know what that is. I'm not into the Mexican food. If you ask me about Mexican cuisine, I don't know. It's fajitas, tacos, and burrito and salsa. I don't know much about Mexican food, but Steve loves it. He has bad luck with me, I know, and other cuisines, but not that one. That's part what I like. Bali does and talks about what she wants without smoozing or thinking about money or being bothered by trolls. Yeah, that's the whole thing. It's just that, like I said, a place I want to see how it goes, but it's just friendly, hang out, no bullshit, there's no like, it's just bullshit free, Look, Edna, you're a minimalist. And keep in mind, I never intended for this channel to grow or something. At the beginning, I thought when I was in Bali, I admit that, and I already have it in my videos. I didn't delete any of my videos from the past, and you can see exactly what I was doing back then, how I was thinking and what I was saying. At the very beginning, I thought that, okay, look at all these YouTubers. I'm living in Bali, and it's COVID, nobody can show this kind of content, it's like, very few. How many YouTubers were in Bali during COVID? There weren't many. Very few. I don't even know how many. But I was thinking, okay, this will work. I will be successful YouTuber, and traveling Bali. I will have a Bali channel. And then, in the end of the day, I saw it's not like that. You have to know you have to learn about YouTube. You have to know about algorithm, when to post. You have to know thumbnails. You have to know the regulation. You have to know how to use the camera and make good videos. You have to know how to upload. You have to know how to edit. It's just so hard, it wasn't as simple as it looks at the first sight, And then I saw it's not working, but by that time I already was invested in Girl World. And then I said, okay, let me also make a reaction channel. And I made a reaction channel and I reacted on Food Beauty, on her boyfriend, and several, and then came other people. And then I started to react on reactors afterwards, following. And I didn't plan anything with the channel, like just see how it goes, where it goes. So, yeah, and you see that the universe makes things happen how they should. That's why I never push, and people say I'm mean and negative. I don't think I'm mean. People just hated that I'm not with bullshit. That's what, they can't say it. They're just like, you're mean because you say the bullshit. Can't you just keep it to yourself? I'm like, no, I can't. I speak out. When I see bullshit is going on, then I speak out on it. Ask Steve to pretend choke me. I will tomorrow when I have a nice makeup like this. It will look monstrous. But Steve cannot choke. He will not be able to do it. Steve, he cannot do anything like that. He cannot pinch or, sometimes I ask him to pinch. Very hard that he pinches. But when he pinches, he does it well, but very, very, he's not violent, that's the thing. He's very gentle because he was raised by his mom, very gentle hand. You've been in Girl World since 1926, I'm sure. Yeah, Steve is a good guy. Who is pinching what, Andrea? How are you doing? Sometimes I go back and watch your videos. Thank you, Christy. That's nice. How about you, as an immigrant in Ohio, do you feel personally attacked by the statements about immigrants eating pets? I can understand it from the perspective. I find it terrible. It happened in Europe also with the swans. It's terrible. Hello, certified window liquor. You were raised by your mom and it was rough, yeah. Also, he had it very rough. Most other people very much want to grow their platform, so they don't understand how to operate because they don't understand not giving a shit about growing your channel. Yeah, that's the point. They focus too much. And please I hate it when you hear these people, that from the beginning, please like and subscribe. Please like and subscribe. It gets old and tiring, and the person loses their appeal, their sympathicness, their appeal. It's just like, no, they become intolerable, unpleasant.
A lot of the biggies do that too, which is surprising, really. Even people with, 500,000 subscribers, I think. Every time they say it, or they'll go to a separate little, in a pre-prepared clip, like and subscribe.
Sam, you were once poor and hungry and you considered eating dry pet food, but you didn't? I don't know what to say about that. At least you had pet food. You stayed hungry and you still had the food for the animal. I like that. You see how I think? I think further. Think to myself, oh, he didn't have food, but he had pet food. That means that he had an animal, and the animal had food, but he didn't have food. So very kind of you. You're very nice. When I hear them say subscribe, it makes me want to unsubscribe. Yes, exactly, certified window leaker. Me too. And they say it's so fake also, it's such a fake smile. And the thing is, it's even amazing, like you even have the ones that are very, very successful, very successful, and they still say it. And I feel like saying, motherfucker, like you have so many subscribers. We all know you're earning pretty well. Aren't you ashamed? You still need to say it. It's amazing for me. They have no shame, And then the thing is the people. You have the people, they're like, oh. Sam R is S-Jam confirmed. Yeah, tell me about this. Explain to me about this, about S-Jam being mad at me. I don't understand. At what is he angry? About the sniping? Well, then don't delete your streams. And S-Jam, if you want to be regarded as an entertainer, as a clown, like Foodie Beauty or whatever you have in your mind now, Foodie Beauty, King Cobra, then you have to accept and be happy about having reactionists if you think about it, right? Right? Like, come on. Doesn't make any sense. Mary Higgins. I know Girl World is interesting, but I think it would be cool for you to branch out. I think story time with you and Steve 1 would be fun. Yeah, Mary Higgins, but Steve 1, I cannot rely on him with his schedule and with his mind, Sadly, he can come, so now and then, appear, but you cannot plan anything with Steve 1. And to branch out, I will branch out. Just wait a little bit. Have some patience. Have some patience, because you think I'm going to stay in Ohio forever or what? Patience. This is not going to be every day like this. It's already been 2 years. Are you one of them Haitians cooking cats? No, I am not. I am not cooking any cats. It's like because I said I wrote it in the title and you see this and people are thinking, no, no cats, chicken, chicken. It's on very low fire. Let me taste the sauce. It's good. It needs a little bit more herb garlic. And salt, a little bit more salt. And now also I'm going to put inside I don't know, my food's always the thing is I don't know, they have no name. It's like kind of paprika, a kind of curry, a kind of different. Because I don't follow a recipe, I just follow my feeling, my hands. I go by the feeling, and I've never, hardly ever fucked up. Very rare. I have fucked up, of course. But not so much. I'm adding the potatoes I boiled to the chicken. With the sauce. Let me know I use this. A little bit more on low fire. About 10 minutes and then it's done. I made also on the side for him because he wants some pasta, some noodles with the sauce. Why does buy made food? Doesn't the cat and the vegan cheese cancel each other out? The vegan cheese, you know, that's the thing. The vegan cheese, the delivery brought, the Instacart just gave it by accident. Can Bali share some business ideas one day? I have business videos, Sam. I talked about already about China, about import export, and how stupid it is for people to give YouTube the money for merchandise. It's so silly and so unoriginal. It's so stupid. It's the most stupidest thing that I've ever heard. You know, the merchandise on YouTube to make merchandise with you. But the most stupidest thing I've ever heard is like, come on, it's China. Make your own merchandise. It's you go look for factories, and you compare factories, you compare prices. It's a little bit of market studies, and then you make all the profit yourself. Why give YouTube 70% and you take 30% for the merchandise? I have no idea, and I presume it's like that. I presume it's something like that. Why would you do that? And why would you be so unoriginal also? If anyways you're gonna do something like that, then put some originality in it. You don't know how to write the email to a factory in China? Or what, you don't know how to do that? Come on. people. It's just the people with their mentalities. It's so strange for me, but I don't get. I didn't understand YouTube. It took me so long. It took me so long to understand about the community. About the community. It's crazy, In the end of the day, I'm glad I understand it, but I wish that I would never have. I'm telling you guys, I don't regret the people that I've met. Let's put it like that, and it's the lessons that I've learned. But if I could change in my life to have entered girl world, I would, because all that time and all that hours with my studies for YouTube, I could have already been, like a Shikara transformations. I could have made myself like a bodybuilder with that time. Don't you think? I could have made myself a bodybuilder. But did I make myself a bodybuilder? No. Now I'm on the treadmill. What was I doing all the time before? What was I doing all the time before? I was being an S-Jam. That's right. I was being an S-Jam. Oh, hey, it's another day. I'm on YouTube. Let's just drink away and just, let the trolls troll me. Well, how stupid. How stupid and unproductive of me. But I learned. I did it. I saw how idiotic I spent my time and what I was doing. Now I still spend my time on YouTube, but a little bit more wiser. You don't see me, like before. I don't know if you have a video. Show me if you have a video where you see me drunk or anything, because I haven't been. If you have a video, I would challenge somebody to find a video that I make, because I make kind of every day. Find a video from the past 6 weeks where you say, hey, look, we caught you. There you were fucking drunk. I'm curious if somebody can find it. I can still be Shakira transformation. Do you know Shakira? I like watching her. Every time I watch her, I'm like, how can this woman be? She's from Holland. She's from Netherlands. But she moved to UK and worked there in the UK. And then she moved to Bulgaria because she was together with a Bulgarian and they got married, her husband. But in Bulgaria, they didn't work out because the husband was very, like I said, people in Balkan. He was very Balkanic with Balkanic family values and mentality. The woman has to follow the man, and the man has to give so much attention to all of his family. And the woman has to understand. And she was not into that. She was not into that lifestyle, not at all. So they divorced, and then she stayed alone in Bulgaria and continued with her YouTube and her bodybuilding. And now she's together with another man that kind of looks identical to her ex-husband, if you ask me. But good for her, And I look at her, and I always, like I told you, I like to look at people and I don't envy them. I admire people. I'm like, good for her, Look at her. She can do it. I'm not the person that is like jealous. Like with the channels, what I said with the channels back then, I was frustrated. I admit it. I admit it. But in the end of the day, it's like I still say, I don't understand these people, these ass lickers, and I don't understand people that consider themselves entertainers and they take money for it with no shame. But in the end of the day, they're not entertainers. I don't know, but they have the audience. I get it, but I don't know how to explain it to you. They're full of shit. It's just bullshit. It's just bullshit. And then you can tell me, well, Bali, the people watch the bullshit. And I say to you, yes, I know, but I can't stop commenting about it. It's just for me amazing, the stupidity. It amazes me. It kills me, the stupidity. It kills me. Seriously. And I just don't comprehend. My mind doesn't comprehend. It really doesn't comprehend. And then I think to myself, hey, but okay, it's just me, because a lot of people don't like me. On YouTube, in real life, it's not like that. But on YouTube, yeah. Because I speak the truth. What was I going to say? I speak the truth. And yeah, I ramble and... but the people don't like me. I don't know. I lost the point. With this YouTube adventure. It's my adventure, Also, like everybody else has their adventure, I have mine. I don't pick on one person and do it for a job, just for the views, because you cannot tell me that you have fun repeating yourself every day. You cannot tell me that that's fun. You see, I'm doing this, I like doing this. You don't see me that I do it by force, or you don't see me try to chase clout or pressure. I'm doing this, but I don't consider myself an entertainer. At the same time, that's why I say, I don't consider. Let's see what the universe does. The universe consider me an entertainer? We will see. For now, I have $38, and I'm very proud of them. But like I don't consider myself. Have I learned and changed a little bit? Like the thumbnails, I know how to make better thumbnails now. I know how to panel. I know how to do many other things that I didn't know before. Like I'm not gonna list. Exactly, if you know about YouTube, I learned so many things. Does that make my content a little bit better? No, not really. Do I put in some time? Yes, I put in time because I make notes. But I will never consider myself an entertainer, but I can say that I am because of YouTube. I can say right now that I am, but do I consider myself one? No. Do I wish to be one? Yes. And that's why the frustration, that's exactly the point. The frustration, when I was seeing the other people, and you have to understand me, I'm a human being, You have to get me, at least I admit it, when I see that other people get the attention, and it's just bullshit, It frustrates. It frustrates a person. It frustrates a person. I don't know if you can understand it or not. It's just frustrating. Bro, you sound like a broken record. Respectfully, Sam. I wonder who you are, Sam. I don't know. You seem like you know me, but I don't know. Maybe Bonnie needs a remove herself from that negativity. I know I have a lot of negativity because I have been in such a situation where I learned, about life. I had to learn to value things and to appreciate and to be fucking grateful. I think before I wasn't grateful. I really honestly wasn't grateful. But even if I built things myself up, I didn't get it for free. I really busted my ass. Steve One knows, and from my story, from my history, you can know that it wasn't easy for me. Imagine, being 22 years old and working for Israel and having to go to Kuwait and Qatar and Abu Dhabi and Dubai and where else was I? Tunisia. I was in Tunisia as well. In Cairo, Egypt. I was in many places with that job. And then afterwards, when I made Ideal Event, more places, Milan, Madrid. Steve number one knows, and he was with me on some of those trips. Russia, Australia. Anyhow, the thing is that I even forgot now the thread. That because of the company, I traveled and I saw many places. I don't know. I should entertain when I ride with the lawnmower in the bikini. I don't know why Steve has this image in his mind. He's stuck on the image on me on that lawnmower. Sam, you know how many times you think about your past? 0. Well, that's good for you, Sam. So what? Are you now flaunting to me that you have better mental, how you call it, capacity and training and control? And well, you know what? I cannot think about the past. Well, good for you. Good for you, then. I'm glad for you, Sam R, that you can do that. It's very hard. It's very hard when it's just very hard when you have such a drop like I had. But I know, like, I'm not gonna mention it because it's already, like people say, you cannot mention it anymore with the COVID. But I was on an island and with the restaurant and with no family, no friends, even family, my mother that acted the way she did. I don't want to go into the drama there again. So yeah, and that's the thing. I comment because I see people are ungrateful. That's my whole point. People are grifting, so much grifting going on, so much ass licking going on, so much ungratefulness going on. And I just have to speak out. I'm like, fuck, I've been watching this, so let me speak out. And nobody was listening to me. Nobody was listening to my voice. And I get frustrated. Nobody listens to me. And now, I learned about, like now my voice is heard. I'm happy. What can I say? I'm happy that I achieved my goal. No, I didn't achieve my goal because my goal always changes with time. My goals were like this. Foodie Beauty is such a terrible person like everybody else. And then it was like, my goals have changed, Or not, you cannot say goal, you can say purpose. Purpose, yeah, my purposes. Yeah, whatever, on YouTube. But I wanted people to hear me and they heard me. Do they like me? No. Do I care? No. It's simple as that. Hey, Chevy, thanks for saying hello. Probably not even illegal to snatch up a pet from. Yeah, the guy was saying that the immigrants, they pick up roadkill. They pick up the roadkill, and the people see them picking up the roadkill and they're disgusted. But what I'm thinking to myself, but if they pick up the roadkill, how do you know they're gonna eat it? Maybe they're just cleaning the street for you also, you know? Couldn't you consider it like that? But do you really have the voice people want to listen to? No, Sam R. I know that is my problem. I'm aware of that. That's the thing, you're very smart. Your comments are smart. Uh, I know I don't have the voice. I really know, and I don't have also that's why I say I'm not an entertainer. I know my flaws. If I had, the voice and like I could talk like your mama, and but I don't. I don't have that. It's annoying. My voice is annoying. I can't even listen to myself. Imagine how terrible it is. I'm telling you, I'm gonna start to cry because I can't even listen to myself. When I listen to myself, it hurts my brain. So that's why I'm with this experience. But I have so much to say, but my voice is just so terrible. I cannot do anything. I remember that there was so many creators, that use avatar, the avatar, and then they also changed the voice, Lone Entourage, if you know Lone Entourage doesn't use her real voice. It's like a fake voice. I was thinking to try to start with that, but then I was like, no, it's too complicated and too stupid for me to every time, to have that rare, rare to change the voice. And now, yeah, your goals are changing also. You gotta focus in on 2 3. Yeah, you never know, Edna. Things like I told you develop in life. You just like I said, I just left everything in the hands of the universe since I decided that don't want I want to continue living. I said, okay, I'm going to continue living. I'm leaving everything, and then the universe with Steve happened. That Steve Bali, wonderful. Then okay, new venture, new journey, new life, America, marriage. And then the experience with marriage and many other things I learned along with that, and YouTube. So I'm not complaining. And then obviously, like I said, I'm not remaining here. Like what do you want me to do here in Ohio? I have to wait a little bit and then things move on. I have to wait for Steve also to see his situation. It's not easy, I don't want to. I'm responsible. He's my husband, so I'm responsible for him. So, and if he goes to Austria with me, then he has to check how it works because he's very dependent on America. I don't know if he can integrate with his medicine and all of that. Veterinarian, what do they have? And do they have that veterinarian thing in Austria? I don't know. He has here special things with the being a what do you call it? Veterinarian. Or what do you call it? You know what I'm talking about? The fake voices really annoy. Yeah, but that's the thing. They don't. What's better, the fake voice or my voice? Probably the fake voice, I think. I know you feel the same way about trying to create an avatar, but I think it's needed. Yeah. No, yeah, the thing is, Edna, I thought you with the white thing. I always thought it's very cool, because it represents you. It represents you perfectly, because you have completely. You're neutral, There is no nothing, You're just neutral. You're just there. That's what I was thinking with the white avatar that you have. That nobody can comment. There's nothing to comment on because it's white. You know what I mean? It's exactly like you are. There's nothing to comment on because you're so positive and with no negativity at all within yourself. So that's what I was thinking. The VA, exactly, Christy. Veteran, not veterinarian. I got it wrong. Veterinarian and veteran. What do I do for fun? I've been to Cleveland, Ohio. I had a good time. In Ohio, I've not really been around a lot, because my husband and the situation. His work schedule, and also when he's off of work, he doesn't like to do much because of his autism. It's okay. He's okay for me to speak. He knows that I speak. Everybody knows, and he has no problem with it, you know. But yeah, he doesn't like to go much out. He doesn't like to socialize. But me personally, now that I'm movable, I can move. Of course, me for fun, I like to go out to meet people, you know, to see people, you know, to see places and to see people. And I like to be, of course, nowadays I don't have any more energy for the life from before, but I like to meet people. I miss the most social life. From America, if you ask me what the fuck do you miss the most from everything, I'll tell you social life is what I'm missing the most here. But everything else is okay, you know, I cannot complain about anything else. Yeah, Iki, but where do you want me to go? That's also the thing. Everybody says that. Where do you want me to go? Christy, since COVID, you're a homebody, I can understand. Yeah, also that in COVID it happened, you know, that I told you I became immobile. I was immobile. I couldn't lift my legs anymore. Do you understand? Do you understand the feeling? I'm not happy that I experienced it, but it's amazing that I experienced it. I don't know I was so depressed. I don't know. It was hard for me to lift my legs. Do you understand that walking to be hard? It was exactly like this. You know that you have those things that you put around your arm, you know, like you wrap around your arm, and you can put them on your ankles also, on your feet, on your ankles. So it's weight, you know, 2 kilos. So when you walk, you know, you're having weight. When you're obese, this is exactly how it feels, but you don't have any weight. It's just that it's your own weight. It's your own weight. And lifting a leg and taking a step is hard. And I can't believe. But I experienced it, you know, for small things to be a challenge. And the thing is, that's why my conception changed, because maybe before, I'm not going to say I was a bitch, you know, or arrogant. No, I wasn't. But I never ever regarded how hard it is and how hard life is, you know. And your life completely changes. When you look pretty and everything, people treat you differently. When you are obese and not special anymore, people treat you fucking differently. It is so big difference. Such a big difference. And of course that affects your life, how your mood, you know, your vibe, your activities, and your success, and your you know, like evolution, and you know, success moving forwards. So you need people, interaction, and all that, you know, for positivity, exchange of energies. Yeah, Iki, anywhere, there's nowhere. I already googled, there's nowhere, or very much around. There's really nothing. You understand, Edna? When you were big, did you have a stronger sexual drive? No, Sam. When I was big, I had no, because I couldn't stand myself. I'm telling you, when I was obese, I had 2 boyfriends, and they were Balinese local, because there was no what do you call it, expat or a foreigner around. So I had 2 boyfriends, not at the same time. One was in the year 2020, and the other was in the year 2021. And I was obese those years, and I tell you, it's because you yourself feel so not sexy, you know. You yourself feel not sexy. It is what it is. It's so hard to feel sexy, you know, when you're obese. And if you don't feel sexy, how can you have good sex? You know what I mean? It's hard. So I didn't really have the drive. I didn't have the mood or anything like that. Also, I will tell you honestly, well, okay, but I was depressed. I was chronically depressed, and it wasn't just it was obesity and chronic depression. I would not masturbate, and that's pretty, you know, like I'm pretty active sexually, you know. And so I would not please myself, you know, because I just did not feel like it. I did not, because I knew how I look, you know. So I just thought to myself, just don't think about it. You know what I mean? Like trying to hide, to run away, you know, from the facts, you know. So by not thinking about sex or pleasing myself, I was kind of not enjoying, my body, and you have to enjoy your body and all that. So that's the thing. I was in those 2 years, I had those two boyfriends, and I didn't stay with them. With the first one, the first one was just 1 month or 2 months, and the second one was 6 months. Yeah, 6 months, and the rest I was without. Wait, let me read the chat. So I answered. Treat myself to a spa day, maybe. But yes, of course, Iki. That's the thing. Austria, we're talking. Austria. In USA, we didn't think of moving anywhere else. Back to Austria, to my apartment there and house. Where is it cheap, Iki? Did they use protection? No, they didn't use protection. But hey, by the way, if anybody wants to know, they didn't use protection, but my results came back from the gynecologist from Pap smear, and they called me to tell me that everything is okay. So it's not like I was worried anyhow. I don't know, but I went to do it anyhow, but I wasn't concerned at all. Yeah, with the Indonesians, I didn't use protection. I'm turning the food off the fire. So yeah, no, and yeah, being obese was very hard. Very, very hard. Getting out of bed is hard, like it's really, really difficult. And that's why after all that experience, obesity and depression, me as a person, I've become much different. Very much different. I value things differently and I see things differently. And maybe that's why I comment so much. Maybe that's why I comment. I don't know. It could be. Let's put it like that. Before the depression or obesity, I thought very much about myself. I was not ever like selfish, not like that. Because if you, like I said, regards money, I will give you my last dime. I would, with those kind of things, not. But I was very, I don't know how to say, but nowadays after all that, it annoys me. Let's put it like that. It annoys me when I see people that they have family and don't value it, or when they're just shitty people, and they nobody comments, so then I comment. And I know it's a waste of my energy. It's a very waste. What's the point? And like Sam says, pick positive things. But now I'm picking positive things, that's why you see me more on the treadmill. But then again, you see I'm thinking more about myself. Do you understand what I mean, where I'm going with this? I'm thinking more about, I start to think, oh, my body, no, me. But you understand what I mean? So I have to be careful about my mind and how you think and how your mind develops and how your mind puts everything together. It's really, really difficult and complicated. It's not easy. Especially for people with mental illness, It's even more harder. What question? What was that? Did you leave them inside? Leave it inside or outside? Where did they leave it? On your back? Outside. The first one outside and the second one inside. Yeah, the second one inside. Hey, lazy. Buddy, has anyone ever told you talk real fast? No, not really. Yeah, it was so weird. I remember the time with the second one. It was already heavy COVID, and he was living with me in the villa that I was living in and renting. And we were stuck there. COVID was so weird with that guy. I will never forget. I have pictures, maybe I can show you. Okay, we had outside. It was not like we were stuck inside. But we had outside pool. We had pool. I'll show you pictures. Very nice. And it was just so weird for me with that guy. I can't explain it. And I went to his family. I have pictures also. I went to his family to the village, like not Bali in the city, into the village. And I stayed there for 3 nights, and spent time with his family. And the thing is that, of course, the family they were living, you could not live there. They don't have beds or something. They're just living like in huts. And I just booked a hotel next to the family, and I slept in the hotel with him. He slept with me in the hotel, and then during the day we spent time with the family. Also weird. I show you pictures, very interesting pictures. Us there, What is your body count? Body count regarding what? How many people I've been with, or I don't have a count. I lost count already of that. Yeah, so guys, I really don't have really much to talk about anymore. The cooking is finished. I told you about my opinion about the immigrants eating pets. In the end, yeah, I think it's like Steve and Anita said, that it is just political manipulation. Maybe there's some truth to it. Like I told you, we had in Europe, I think it was Romania, where the swans were eaten, and they were eaten by gypsies. There's also so much story behind gypsies and Romanians. The Romanians don't like the gypsies, and me, in the end, my great-grandfather was a gypsy, so a little percentage I have. The father of my Romanian grandfather. I met him, he died. I lived across the street from him in Romania, but I've forgotten what year that was. That was in the year, I think, 20... That was in the year 2020. 20, that was in the year 2001. And my grandfather passed away. About, I don't know, 10 years ago, something. So everybody kind of in my family is dead, passed away. I don't have any family except my grandmother and my mom. That's alive, but I don't consider my mom a family, but alive, I have to save my mom. And then my uncle. My uncle, I haven't talked to him since exactly 10 years. He came to my birthday when I turned 30, and I was in my bar in Vienna. He works for the United Nations. And I was in my bar in Vienna, and he brought me flowers. And that was the last time he spoke to me. So it is what it is. And did I try to reach out? Of course, but no reply. And from what I understand is that because I'm my dad's daughter, my mom kind of fucked my dad over, and not indirectly, and then fucked me over. My mom fucked my dad over and then me over. It's terrible. I don't know what to say about that shit. Such a terrible woman. And my uncle, of course, knows, and he considers me Austrian, so I don't know, he never wanted to have any relationship with me. Who is on panel? And I'm invisible. Heard this story before. You have not heard this story before, Sam. Shut the fuck up. My body count is 5,000, lazy. Yeah, for sure. Would you eat swan? No, I would never eat swan. Wellness Wednesday in 7 minutes. Guys, I'm going because Wellness Wednesday is happening. I will not be there in the chat. But anyways, I don't have what to say anymore. There's nothing. I cannot offer entertainment. We have cooked the food. I have spoken a little bit. Maybe later I will be back. Maybe later I will be back. I'm sorry that I have to leave, but I will go on the treadmill like this. There's no point. I'm going to listen to Jan on the treadmill. That's what I'm going to do. And then have each, and then afterwards, I'll be on the treadmill. And then maybe later in the evening we can meet and we can chat. I don't know what to talk about. Like I told you, I feel guilty not because anyways I'm not doing anything and I have Craig, Craig is waiting for me all the time. But then at the same time it's conflicting. I'm conflicting and hypocritical for me just to come and say I have nothing prepared, let's hang out. So do you understand what I mean? It's embarrassing to just, hey, I'm here, come and hang out. It's hypocritical for me to do that. So if I find something to talk about, but it's so hard. Let's see, maybe somebody in Girl World made some topic. Now we already discussed about the Ohio. Maybe I'll find a solution. I don't have a solution for this, and in the end, it's not true. Open panel later. Yeah, Craig, will you speak? Will you speak? What will we talk about? We already talked about SJam. We can talk more about SJam. I'm furious with him. If he's gonna try to strike me, he can't. I will appeal, idiot. He's like, she sniped. It's not sniped completely. You hear my voice. It's not sniped. That's the thing. It's transformed. I even went to cover Purple Glitter at some point. Or who was it? Was it no Purple Glitter or Hannibal? Hannibal. It was Hannibal with his panel I covered. So, or I don't know, but I covered. No, I Purple Glitter. In between. So he cannot say shit. They're not gonna do anything. But like I said, in case something happens, I will make a video about it. I will make a video about it and say, look at this piece of shit, SJam. He wants to be beauty. He wants to be beauty, but at the same time, doesn't want reactionists. It's crazy. Because he's ashamed. He's ashamed. He knows that he's an asshole, and he hates it. He hates it when somebody points it out. These people, they think to themselves, it's the internet, I'm always going to have haters, so what the fuck should I care? There's always going to be the suckers, the fools that like me and support me, and I'm always going to have haters, so let me just behave like a motherfucker anyhow. It's disgusting, because I can. It's like I anyways have some people that support me, so suck it up. I can behave like an asshole. I'm like, oh my God, like, you're okay with being an asshole and you're proud of it too. At the end of the day, you're proud of it as well. Incredible. It's just incredible to me. No, I cannot, Sam. I will maybe later if I come. Everybody, I say thank you so much for, Dragging SJam. Maybe later I will start again. I say thank you very much for hanging out, and I hope you enjoyed the cooking and the little chat. I will go treadmilling and check if there's something there to talk about. And I say thank you very much. I feel so bad, but it's ridiculous to me. Jan Views, I'm going to see what Jan Views will talk about today. I'm not going to chat, but because I already chatted enough. And we see each other maybe later. Thank you, Lazy. Thanks so much, Anita, Iki, Lazy, all of you guys. I really say thank you, Sam R. Also, you, Lazy, Craig, it's all of you. It's very how to say, I'm humbled. Let's put it like that. I'm humbled because I know so many people hate me and they just don't support and whatever. They don't want to see me become an entertainer. They don't believe in me. They don't want to believe in me. So I thank you so much for the support. Bye, Christina. Thanks so much, everybody. Bye-bye. Peace, 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 peace.